My name is Ileana Chirita. I'm a student doctor. I come to this hospital from school. We must get 6 months practical. The 21st was a normal day on duty. I didn't know anything. On my way home in the afternoon, there was a woman crying because she lost her handbag. The other woman comforted her, saying it could be worse. People were crushed and lost their shoes. Don't cry for such a small thing. My husband was away to visit his parents, and I felt lonely. My mother phoned and warned me to stay home and said, "Listen to the cassette. This is our code for Radio Free Europe." The block of flats was very quiet. Lights were on very late. I could hear other people listening to the radio. On my way to work on the morning of the 22nd, there were broken windows and people washing the streets. At the hospital, no one knew what had happened, but there were 14 dead and 19 wounded. There were two kinds of wounds: normal bullet wounds and bullets that explode when they strike something and break bones in little pieces. There is no way of repairing them. At about 8, I saw out the window people going towards University Square holding flags. They passed a church and suddenly they all knelt down in silence. My colleagues began to say, "He will fall." An old doctor, 64 years old, climbed to a dangerous place to get down Ceausescu's picture, and we all cheered. We heard on the radio the general in charge of the army had killed himself and had been announced a traitor. We kept treating patients and running back to the radio. A boo went up outside when people said what they had said. About 12:30, I heard on the radio, "Wake Up Romanian," the anthem which used to be banned, and announcers who apologized for not telling the truth. They had been made to lie. Everyone began to cry and laugh. The doctors and the orderlies were equal. I went home about 3, and my husband has bought 6 bottles of champagne, and we called our neighbors in. For the first time in my life, I felt free to laugh. On the 23rd, I went to work. 2 boys came in with a young man on a stretcher, which they put down. One of them fell to the ground and began to scream. He sees the wounded man and his older brother. His friend takes him down the hall to get a tranquilizer. It is very dark, and when they come back, the friend trips over something. It is the older brother, who is dead waiting for surgery. The younger brother was only 14. He threw himself on the corpse and won't move. He said he wants to die with his brother. I stayed in the hospital without going home till the 28th. We had enough medicine for immediate cases. Once or twice we had to use out-of-date anesthetic, and the patient woke up during the operation. Not often, but it happened. We had no coffee or food. When my husband came to see me, more than seeing him, I was pleased he had 30 packets of cigarettes. We ate what the patients left, and people brought some bread and some jam, so on Christmas Day we had jam sandwiches.